right here. There's really not a lot of, criteria for this one. It's really just watchability, enjoyability. You know, it's. I guess the thing you're probably looking for is like iconic. Like the keyword here would be iconic. Like, are any of these iconic? Now, if you're here watching live, there's a link in the chat. You could vote for these live with us, and you'll have 90 seconds to vote while we deliberate about it. Some of these may take less time, and we can't really move on, but we'll stall for time. But we're gonna give at least 90 seconds to each of these. I may pause the timer if I know something's going to go long, so just bear with me on that, and I will give you guys time to vote. But let's start with this. These are not going to be in a random order. These are alphabetical. So you boys probably want to see the screen too. That would be helpful. Or can you see? Oh, you can see it. Lovely.
I can see it.
We can see it. Great.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it easy. All right. With me is Kyle. This is Kyle's first DFIU crew versus. Even though he's the second longest tenured member. We've got Danny.
Unfortunately,
we've got Danny Gambit.
Hi.
We've got Sleepy Boy Mondo.
Wake up!
Perfect.
Wake up.
We've got Sleepy Boy Mondo. Mondo, a bunch of senior
Probably
citizens
doing
have just
just that.
hopped on stream.
Oh my god!
Well, I
Let me
tried.
text him.
No, he'll go to the Sleepy Boy room and come back when he's ready. We've got Sportsy,
Hello.
who you can watch at twitch.tv/it's Sportsy.
Mm-hmm.
We've also got Theory of Game, who
Hello.
helped curate a lot of the videos you saw, so big shout out to Theory. And Tyson.
Hey up.
Because Tyson's going to have better insight on a lot of the UK shit than we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start the timer, and we're going to start things with Assault/Danger Zone.
Goats.
Go.
I think it's goat.
I think it's
Absolute
great.
goat.
I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Why do you think
Why?
it's
Really?
just great?
I don't know. It's just like it doesn't seem. I'm when I think Gladiators, I think like high impact sort of things, and I know there has to be like spaces for other things too. But there was just like so many times where with Danger Zone, it's just like it's a one and done sort of thing, where you only get like so far. I mean, the videos that Kurt showed, at least got people to the end. But there are so many people that never got that far.
They get hit, yeah.
They get hit so
True.
quickly.
Assault is one of the few games that I would want to play right now. If it is
Yeah.
set up in my
Yeah.
backyard,
Absolutely.
I am playing that game right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have no problem with that.
When
Like-
I was
And
younger, I used to try to do something so similar like that with some playground equipment and everything.
And Nerf guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shots,
And
Nerf
it-
balls.
And it's got the whole David versus Goliath thing where the gladiator's on his tower and you're taking him down. What do you want?
Right.
Yeah. I would
amazing.
I would argue goats. It's probably next to another one we'll talk about. I think it's one of the most iconic events in
Absolutely.
Gladiators. So we're gonna
Yeah.
put it. I'm
Assault.
putting it in goats for now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Assault.
Yeah, it's
Haha.
all-
Uh-huh.
All right. And oh shit. Oh, okay.
Well,
It's randomizing it here. That's interesting. I wasn't ready for that.
Interesting. Hang tough. Go.
So yeah, hang tough is the next one.
Hang Tough's okay.
I would put that in.
Hang tough is iconic, but it's more often than not a wet fart that ends in a draw or a loss.
Yeah,
Somewhere
it's
between great and okay.
Yeah.
it's one of those things that's just it's hard for contenders to score on, and it is exciting when they do it, but it's so damn rare.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna open up the voting again. I'm sorry, chat.
Yeah, see,
like-
with the rareness of the scoring, I wouldn't put it as bad. I would settle for okay.
My
Yeah.
problem is it's boring. It's
Exactly.
it's
It
so
could
boring.
be at times.
It-
yeah.
I think because of the fact it was so difficult for the contender to get across to score, and they had to make adjustments rules wise to
Yes.
have a scoring zone. at the end of your 60 seconds.
For what it's worth,
So-
by the way, just
Yeah.
to go back, chat said goats for assault as well, so they did agree with us. I think this is okay. I think
It's
I think
this
it's
is-
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's okay, and I think the iconic nature of the imagery is just what's giving it okay rather than bad for me.
yeah.
It's because you
It's one of the
see
OG
hang top, and you know it's gladiators.
Like
you know?
you'll see like a good scuffle from time to time, like a gladiator quote or a contender quote unquote hanging tough. But for me, it's just it doesn't do it for me for like excitement. Like it's one of those where the gladiators win way too much, and it doesn't feel like that the contender has a good chance at winning. Whereas we just talked about assault. There's a good shot a contender can win or score in that, but hang tough is such a black or white thing that I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
I'm
I
with
agree.
you on that.
All right, what are we getting next?
Chat's with us.
Chat's with us on that on okay, and next is Gauntlet.
Ooh,
I would say this is great.
Great.
Yeah. Great.
I think it's great too.
It- Yeah. Just as we discussed earlier, it is pretty much just either you have the agility to get around everything, and it's just you versus them, one by one.
Yeah,
yeah,
Brute force your way through.
Yeah.
Gauntlet always felt to me like you're either going to win it very easily or you're not going to win it at all. There was no close wins that in Gauntlet
Yeah,
that I can remember.
but like
I
running
disagree
through.
with that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, because you did have some way it would get right down to the time limit.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
I think
like
there
the
was-
videos that we did see tonight, a couple of them were barely at the buzzer.
Yeah, I think
I think Greats is right.
I think great is right, just because
Yeah.
it's gladiator versus contender. There's a bunch of them. There's different ways because some have the big long things, some have the pillows attached to their fists, and it's just a good test of strength. The only thing I wish they would have done is maybe given you a point per gladiator,
Yeah.
and then maybe given you a bonus based on time.
We did
That
that
would
in the
make
UK
sense.
version.
Yeah, the US didn't, and
it was 5 or 0.
But-
It was
but you
UK
go,
version. It was 1 point per gladiator. If you finish with less than 5 seconds left, it was only 5 points. Otherwise, 10 points.
yeah, you go through the half pipe. It's fun. All right, the next one that we have, Chad agrees it's great. Sideswipe. I think this is a wet fart.
That was the first time I've ever seen that in
Yeah.
my life when we watched it just now.
It's-
Yeah.
There's an idea there, but
It's okay.
It's
I would
I don't
put it as
hate it.
okay.
I don't dislike it.
I don't hate it. It's
It's
kind of
just like-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of hit and run with more moving parts, I think.
It's hit and run, but like there's not even as much contact.
I think I'm comparing it to Hit and Run, which I would put as only okay. So that would automatically make it bad for me.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel so much to take a piss break when this came on. So I'd
I-
say it falls into bad.
I would put it bad or okay. It's just it doesn't do it for me. Like,
Yeah.
It's in
Yeah,
bad. It's in bad,
bad.
for me.
It's a bad.
yeah, I think we're gonna put it in bad. I mean, the concept is there. I just feel like it's missing something. So, and chat disagrees with us on this. They
That has it up as okay.
They're saying
and
okay.
we've still got time to kill on this, like about 15 seconds. If I would think like maybe if you had like 4 gladiators and like 2 on each side, that would be more fun. But they're all coming from one direction.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
think they did that because they just run into each other head on. That would be
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
I
we
was
just
thinking.
fly
Fly
into
directly
each
to the
other
forehead.
opposite.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's why
Recipe for injury.
hit and
Our-
run works like that because you can.
Yeah.
Our next one is Earthquake, and Earthquake's not going high up on here for me because it is shitty conquer.
Yeah.
It is shitty
Yeah.
conquer.
And questionable judging in the UK version.
You know, I would put, for me personally, and I'm probably going to say unpopular opinion. I would put this at piss break.
I don't
would
think
say
that's unpopular at all.
opinion.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's between bad and piss break, and if we need to
Yeah.
put one, I think that this is
if we have to
One,
put something
this is-
there, I think it might
this
be
is-
this.
this is a candidate for it. I have one other in mind.
It's the
Oh,
Oh, I
candidate,
know
yeah.
what mine is.
Uh-oh.
I know
But,
what
like,
mine is.
But
I
we'll get
just-
to that later.
Yeah.
I just wish they would have done Breakthrough and Conquer. Like, just Why or Whiplash? Do one of the two.
Just there are better games out there than Earthquake, and I get that you have the pool and you wanted to put the pool over there, but
like I get you're trying to do the wrestling thing, but like I feel like if you were to make this bigger and like have pugil sticks and maybe do that in lieu of joust from time to time, sure. But like this is just. And the Gladiators have a distinct advantage. They know how to maneuver this. They use the ropes, and
the form it was in, it wasn't good.
Yeah,
Right.
They didn't learn from Elevated Conquer, Milk Lake says, and I think that pretty much puts the pin on it there. I think this goes in piss break.
I agree.
Yeah.
No disagreements.
Chat has it split bad and piss break, but it put it in
Wow.
bad.
Next is Dogfight UK. I think this is a fascinating game.
It's interesting. I like the variations on Duel they tried to do.
It's just entertaining to watch and listen to them go up. Like
Going up.
Like the spectacle for me puts like this isn't great, but it's okay. Like it's fine.
It's more of a crowd pleaser entertainment thing.
I wish that there was more to the game than I just hang here and whack the other guy. We need if you could move, maneuver, or defend it all. That would be kind of cool.
When I thought of the game called Dogfight, I thought like, oh, you could be up in an elevated thing, and maybe it would be like kind of like an aerial assault kind of game, which would have been fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So for me, my opinion, I would put it at bad. I wouldn't put it down at piss break. But I would
I'm
put
at
it
okay.
bad.
I'm okay for that.
I vote okay.
Yeah, I think this definitely firmly falls into okay. Like, it's one of those things that, like, especially on the U.S. side, I think a lot of us saw that and was like, hey, that's pretty neat. And I'm hoping, like, folks like in Tyson's age growing up seeing this, they kind of thought the same thing. But I think the opinion is I miss Duel.
Yeah.
Probably
because it was such a late season game as well. 1 or 2 seasons, they could have refined it a little bit, but they just never got the chance.
Our next one is Catapult.
Chat split on okay and bad for Dogfight. Put it in an okay.
Yeah, they put it in okay as well. Catapult. I think this is a piss break. I thought this game was just bad. It's unwatchably terrible.
Mm-hmm.
They're like those infants in like those little jumper thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
In a way, it almost feels like a proto Rocket Ball. What that is.
Yeah. It kind of feels like it's an evolutionary step towards Rocket Ball along with Swing Shot.
Yeah, this can't go anywhere else than piss break. It's just it doesn't do anything for me. Like
jump, bitch.
Well, like the start is like oh you have to you have to bounce yourself up.
Yeah, that's the first 15 seconds.
That's the first 15 seconds. So like you essentially have a 45-second game. There's ways to improve this. I really think there is. Like I think if you start with the balls like where you're starting and then you bounce up, I think that would really change the dynamic of the game a lot. But having to bounce up to grab the balls is crap. But I think like having the Gladiators essentially play goalie, that was the fun part. But like, it's
again another season or two they maybe could have refined it, but never got the opportunity.
Chat agrees. Piss break. Next is Breakthrough and Conquer. This cannot go any lower than Greats. Like,
yes, I think this is Goats. I think this is Goats. It's one-on-one with a Gladiator.
I legit wrestled with Breakthrough and Conquer. Mind the pun. Thank you. Because when you think about it by itself, you just have football and you have wrestling. It's just like, I need to think of another event real fast. Let's just smash these two things together and see what happens.
It's flashback to high school. It is flashback to high school football and wrestling.
It's like, this shouldn't work. It's like, it feels all over the place. And then it produces like 2 awesome moments. Kurt, thank you again for cultivating this list. The Kyler Storm flip and breakthrough. The second match with Saber for Pride and Conquer. I was like, oh my god, these are 2 great moments. And I'm like, on this event?
It
Yeah.
really I mean, you've got a good shot at either of these things, especially like if you have a football or wrestling background. I think it's GOAT, but only just.
How shit would you feel if you were a contender and you thought you could do well at one and you do poorly at both? The swings on this event are real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind
absolutely.
of think you've got something there for the agility contenders and something for
And
the
for
strength.
strength.
Chat put it in goats as well.
Chad has it in goats.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Next is Atmosphere.
Goat.
Go.
I don't think we
Goat.
need to discuss
I was-
this. Goat.
I
Cole.
I would say
Go ahead.
great.
I would say great.
I would say great.
Yeah.
There's cultural significance with
It's
Atmosphere.
iconic. Yeah.
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 There's the Simpsons episode where what's it?
Yeah.
Danny did a research on this list. Oh,
No,
I'm here. I'm here.
I
Let's
knew
go,
this
baby. Let's
Come
go,
on,
baby.
dude.
Like,
I will pause.
there's the two fake gladiators, Pyro
I will-
and Gyro.
I
and
will
going
pause
after,
the timer for this. I want to hear
they're
this
going
fucking
after
research.
And they're dating Millhouse's mom,
Yeah.
and one of them goes away with Millhouse's mom in an
In an
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
And then let's not forget Saber. Saber is branching out. He's getting into Hollywood. He shows up on Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Saber goes, yeah, this is my first step to be treated seriously as an actor. I'm in this awesome role as this awesome dude named Jax. This is the first step to the rest of my life. And what happens after he shows up? He gets put in a fucking atmosphere. You can't escape the atmosphere.
Nope.
That's been your Danny's rant segment for this tier list.
Okay, if we put Breakthrough and Conquer in goats, I think you have to put Atmosphere in
Yeah.
goats because I think it's a better
Absolutely.
game than Breakthrough and
Yeah.
Conquer.
Absolutely.
I
I
still
think
think
they
great,
belong
but
in
I'm
the same
okay with goat.
category.
It's
I
a car
think it-
crash, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I-
acquiesce.
yeah.
Okay.
And chat agrees. It's all sorts of goats. All right, Whiplash. This has to be in greats for me.
This is-
Yeah.
yeah.
I would
This is
agree.
great for me.
Like
It's an evolution of the Conquer Ring, and I
definitely the true evolution of the Conquer. So
Not very exciting for me personally, but I'll go with the consensus.
It
I'd
could
say
be
it's
like
okay.
that at times if the contender
Did
came
Mondo come
Right.
back here and then fall asleep again?
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
It's about to drag you out again.
We literally just heard you snore, Mondo.
Sorry, my job is physically demanding. Fuck you.
Love you,
I-
buddy.
I would put Whiplash in greats. I think it's
Yeah,
it's a
sure.
good one-on-one event.
Yes.
It's the evolution of Conquer, I think. And you did see Breakthrough and Conquer less and less in the later seasons, and I think Whiplash is why.
is why, yes.
And it's got Own the Bone, which none of the other events have a fucking catchphrase. Like, come on. I put that in greats. It's just a good. It's a great it's a great combination of agility and strength if you know what you're doing, which we clearly didn't see tonight. But yeah, I think it goes in greats.
Chad has it in okay.
Chad has it in okay.
Really?
That's interesting.
I'd agree with Chad, but
Yeah, I can see why.
All right, next is Vertigo. Oh boy.
Um,
I give him credit
Wow.
for trying something, but it's a race, and it's
Yeah.
not all of it.
I think
It's not
okay.
It's not an interesting race.
No.
It's not a piss break, but it's
right.
yeah, I'd agree.
Like,
It's a wet
Again,
fart.
it
For the
feels like
original UK questionable judging.
it's just a matter of it had potential, but it's missing that extra pizzazz. So, yeah, if you're going to be generous, you can't go any generous than okay.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, you've got the thing to pull down if you win, but like, I wish it would do something to the loser, like it does in a couple other events, like
Yeah.
Drops them into the pool.
like no, I'm so fucking over people getting dropped into a pool on events. Like somebody in production. I'm pausing the timer for this. I'm sorry. It's my turn. Somebody in production on the revival had just this 90% of their body blood flow to their dick for seeing people fall into a pool. It's so, like, they use that pool so goddamn much in the revival.
Yeah.
And, like, they use it in some ways great, but then other ways it's like, do you
I mean,
need to have this event
there's-
over water? No.
There's something to be said that it's probably safer if it's over water, but yeah.
I heard the rumor back at the time they had to redesign the costumes 3 or 4 times because they were getting too transparent.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well then,
I would sum it up in 3 words. Dog. Those are not the 3 words. Dog eat dog.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, you know, traces of dog eat dog on here.
yeah.
I did not restart the timer. Let me restart
you
the
did
timer. Chat has this in an interesting place. We've got, but yeah, like it's
ending up
missing
in
something.
bad, but yeah.
It's in bad for me. It's
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. Chad has it mostly split between bad and piss break, but it's
The-
going to end up in bad. It
Yeah.
looks like.
it's gonna end up in bad because Ty goes to the higher tier. So yeah, I was so over the fucking water thing in the revival. Like, God. Just go
Unless
to
you
a
got launched in it
fucking
unless you
strip
got
club
launched in
and
it from
bring a
assault.
hose. Jesus, tug of war / tilt.
I like the idea of like let's give you the contender an advantage by having it tilted in their way, and you know it gives you a fighting chance.
Yeah.
It doesn't do
It
much.
just I'm about to say, like, even with that, I felt like, I just felt like it's going to be in the bad category, and
Yeah.
I like
it's
the
just like-
idea of the game, but there's something missing.
yeah, because usually tug of war is more of a team type thing.
it needs a pool.
It had a pool
I
in,
mean,
in the U.S. revival.
You joke, but the pool would have stopped those injuries in the UK.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, it would have.
The UK one is only different that the Gladiator is physically higher.
Higher.
I was wrong.
then
I was wrong. It doesn't need a pool. It needs 2 pools.
No.
We need somewhere.
Cindy has
we
a
need
point. Cindy has
Yeah.
a point in chat that I want to touch on because this is kind of exactly where I am on this. US version is okay. UK version is bad because it was way too dangerous.
Yeah,
Fair.
agreed.
And for that reason, since it just felt like it, like it's gonna go on the top level of bad, but
Do you have the top? Do you have the goats flipped backwards? By the way,
no, further out is better.
We haven't.
Further
Is
out is
better.
better.
Oh, right.
Further out to the
Okay.
right is better.
Okay.
And
I wasn't clear on that.
chat agree. Chat says okay on Tug of War. Now we have Tightrope UK. I don't know how to feel about this.
Piss break.
Garbage.
Tightrope again?
Piss break.
It's the one where
It's
they
a-
went up the rope like
You race up the rope, unhook
rope,
yourself,
hit
and then
the
get on a
button,
zip
right
line and
down.
hit
Oh,
and
that's
slam
right.
yourself into the
Yeah.
dome.
Piss
Terrible.
break.
Hit,
Piss break.
piss break.
It's a nothing game. It's done in
Yeah.
20
They
seconds.
were
Yeah.
out of ideas at this point.
Not exciting unless someone
and
falls.
that's the
like
thing
lightning.
is you can
It's
you
another-
don't have it. You don't need to have new games.
It's another head-to-head race, but Vertigo does it better. So, like, Vertigo's already bad.
You
No
didn't
lag.
see it in any of those videos, but like the gimmick is whoever hits their button first, their slidey thing explodes, drops into the net.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not really that good.
How often did that happen though?
All the time, almost.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, just if you hit it, the thing drops you.
The one redeeming
fine.
thing is your actuator is running your whole body into something, which was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Hmm.
But like, I just it doesn't do much for me. It's just it's
I like
it's
it.
up and then down. It feels like they just like took a part of the Eliminator and made it an event, which
Yeah.
let
That's
me pause this
absolutely fair.
again really quick. I'm gonna pause this. By the way, Chad agrees. Tightrope is in piss break. The Eliminator is not on this list. Why is the Eliminator not on this list? Well, the Eliminator has been so varied over the years. it's really hard to pin down, and it's iconic unto itself, and I think it would go in GOATs, but I think there's different iterations that really change what it is. Like some of the later Eliminators kind of suck, like running through a ball pit in the Versa Climber. Not great.
Dash Con of Eliminators.
Yeah, you get an
I
extra
think the
30
Eliminator
seconds
could
in the
use
ball
its
pit.
own tier maker.
We could definitely do that,
could.
but I think the Eliminator as its own event, it wouldn't be fair to judge it on a list like this.
No.
So that's where we're at on that. And now I'm going to resume the timer as we get 90 seconds on the wall.
I think it's great.
I think it's
Well,
great.
it's
I
great.
think it's great.
Great, not GOAT.
I think it's iconic, but you're not.
Yeah.
You don't get fucking pumped when you see it come up. You're like, oh,
Right.
God. That was me. Like even as an adult, I'm like, fine, the wall. Like maybe someone will scale it, but I'm not excited for it. Like, oh shit, assault's nest. Next, better go piss now. Like, you know.
Yeah, and for me, when I remember how much they tried to hype it up going into the season where it debuted in American, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this should be hot and everything like that. But then once we actually played it, it's like, huh.
The thing is, like, I've seen, like, they used to have rock climbing on the X Games, and seeing people fucking run up the walls, that's entertaining as hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Evan Dollard, for example.
Mhm.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, they're like watching people just, like, flying up a wall. That's cool as hell. But, like, this was like, eh.
So for me,
You could
I-
definitely see
I-
its evolution over the years, though.
Like,
So-
how fast people were getting up there.
Yeah,
So-
and then like the like we were talking about the 5-lane wall with
Yeah.
no head start. That was a cool.
It was an
evolution of
interesting
it.
gimmick to spice it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
For
yeah,
me, I would have been okay, but I can see it going up to great depending on how you look at it.
Chat majority had it as great. One had it as a GOAT. The next we have is Swing Shot, which let me get up here. Swing Shot kind of falls into that okay to great for me, I think.
I think it's just
yeah, I
okay.
I
I'm
think-
just edging it to great.
It's high okay, low great for me.
I wouldn't even put it at great, honestly.
I
Because
feel
one
like
video that you guys showed, it was like, let's go, have everybody go up and try to get all the balls. Oop, all the balls fell.
Yeah.
See,
There's
that's my
there's
only.
your obvious design flaw here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my only gripe. Is like, why didn't they come up with a way to
We're-
keep those balls on that cylinder?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it later, but like Rocket Ball is
Oh.
better
I-
swing
I-
shot.
So
I am-
fucking
I am
Yeah.
fine with
Based
this.
on that, I'd be fine with it in okay then.
My biggest
it's-
problem with Swing Shot, and this just comes from my own being a child, is, and I think this came before Guts, but I feel like Guts did the elastic jump off a thing and do a thing
Yeah.
better than this
Yes.
ever could.
Yeah.
that I was
absolutely.
gonna bring that up as well. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Like-
If
I
Swing
don't
Shot
know
and
which one came
Catapult-
first.
If Swing Shot and Catapult married and had an event that had essence of both of them, then that would be a crackerjack event.
Yeah. But I think top of okay is good. Like it, yeah, I'll watch it. It's
Yeah.
fun, but I'm not like.
Super
I'll watch
excited.
Kyler Storm get punched in the face. Why the hell not?
Chad,
Yeah.
Chad agrees. Swing Shot is okay. Suspension Bridge UK.
Ooh.
Well, Tyson
It's-
pretty much gave it away.
It's
It's
a not as
more
good
the
duel.
fact
Yeah.
there was a good concept there to begin with, but
Yeah.
then it's what the game became. That's why I would put it in bad. Because we fortunately saw a good showing of it.
Like it comes back to essence of like OG American Gladiators, where
Yep. Okay.
it
okay.
was a large bridge.
All right.
Mm.
I
Good
was
job,
about to
Pat.
go on this tangent, but
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
And you can go on that tangent, but I'm just like, there's notes of that there. And so I'm thinking it's okay in that sense. It definitely doesn't have the, get to a certain point and then the floor drops beneath you, because that's fucking unsafe. But
Yep.
I think this was okay for what it was.
It's okay.
You have hammers on the ends of your sticks to, like, just bash other people in the head, and, like, that's fun. It's like, I think this is okay.
So the problem for me is the win condition is get to the other side. A
Yeah.
lot of the times it was just they would just try to brute force their way past. They wouldn't even fight them. and yeah, it was not good.
So
maybe
like
the bridge
me,
needed to be like a little wider. I don't know.
I would say bad.
I think it's
Yeah,
top of
I
bad.
would put it bad.
It's either top of bad or low okay for me.
It's something that should have been much better than it was.
Yep.
It got okay from our community. Next
Yep.
is Sumo Ball. This seems like a piss break
Oh,
game to me.
no.
That is total
Piss
piss
break.
break.
Total
it's a
piss
break.
it's a piss break.
Awful.
Like
It's awful.
it's probably one of the worst games on here. Like at least with Earthquake, you had some sort of like a better physical objective, but like Sumo Ball, and maybe it's the one we watched, but I don't see that as entertaining to me.
No, every game was like that. You just can't see.
No, you can't.
Right.
They robbed all the physicality of any other like high impact event. Like if this was like another Earthquake or Breakthrough and Conquer, but there's a huge ball in between.
Did you guys ever see the Titan games where they had the one where it was like a wall on an arc and you had to push the other person off the arc?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's a better Sumo Ball.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not much more to say about this. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it feels like it was just kind of a half-assed idea. Like, I can't even think the best way to make this game better is to not do it. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
No, we need another voter in here. We can't have a tie on bad and piss break. No, I cannot allow this to happen.
That was
I'll break it.
genuinely
I'll
that
break
was
it.
genuinely the first new UK game they introduced where I thought, this is no good.
Titan Games was a fantastic show, and yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Piss Break. We're on OG Snapback. So the one where they had to grab the big cylinders on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Needs a lake.
I will put you back in the sleepy room, Mister. I just fell asleep.
It just felt like
Again,
it felt like to me that there wasn't a lot that the Gladiators could actually do
Yeah.
to stop this from happening.
Horizontal swing shot in a way.
It's
Right.
just it's swing shot on land.
Wasn't very exciting for me.
I'm on the fence
Who
between
cares?
okay and bad.
I'm fine with it being an okay because I think it's a fine event. Like
It's fine. It's there.
it definitely has that stank of late Gladiators coming up with new shit. But yeah, like it's fine. I just it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I've leaned towards bad, but yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
I put it as like my bad D tier sort of thing. So
It's fine.
everything is fine.
Chat says okay, but there's variants from Greats
Fine.
to Piss Break on there. So next is Snapback 08, which bad. It's bad.
It's
Really?
I would
It's-
almost.
It's
I'll
not a
almost put
piss
that
break,
piss
but it's bad.
I thought it was. I would go as high as okay on this.
Nah,
It's
I
just,
wouldn't.
like it just seems like there's not enough happening, especially when they're reaching for it and for the scoring spot. I'm like, you're stuck there for like 10, 15 seconds or so, and
Yeah, like
There's
you
a
get-
there's a
You
bunch
get
of
a few
action.
millimeters.
There's a bunch of action for about 5 seconds, and then there's a whole lot of holding on,
Yeah.
trying not to lose their points,
so
and not a lot of advancing.
that's why I like between bad and piss break. I'm actually leaning towards piss break. That's not, like, to me, I was really.
I don't know if it's Piss Break. There's enough action there that it's entertaining, but also like it stops being entertaining, but the clock's still counting down.
So
Yeah.
Just like tug of war / tilt.
Somebody has saved this from being 100% piss break on the
Yeah.
chat.
But it's still going piss break.
It's going in
Yeah.
Piss Break.
Yeah.
It's going top of piss break from them. It's the worst one rated yet.
Yeah, so
I can see why.
But yeah, it's God, fucking Revival.
Yeah. I'd be okay with
what
that.
if everything you ever wanted came in a rocket ball?
Okay, Rocket Ball is awesome. It's swing
I'm
shot.
gonna put it as high as great.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
I think it's great.
I wouldn't
It's
put it as
swing
high as
shot
Goat, but
plus.
definitely great.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not.
It's swing shot, but way better. Like,
Yes. It's swing shot without the I'm gonna knock all the balls off the fucking pole.
like
Yes.
if the revival did anything right, it's here. Like,
Yeah.
It's Rocket Ball, yes.
I mean, heck, you even had the contenders. Once they hit the button, they're already posing like they're
Oh,
a
yeah.
superhero going
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
it's
So, yeah.
not GOAT because it's just it can't be that iconic. But like,
Uh-huh.
if
not
I
iconic,
was
but-
told, hey JB, do you and Kurt and the other DFIU boys want to play Rocket Ball? I would answer
Hell
on
yeah.
behalf
Fuck
of us.
yes.
Fuck yes,
Hell yeah.
we would. Like, it's just fun, and I would play it in a heartbeat. Chat has this as a GOAT.
Ooh.
I wouldn't put it as Goat.
It would be a very, very low goat for
Low
me.
goat,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the longevity or the
it put it at the highest of greats for me.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
That's
Like,
where I got it.
Yeah, I would put it at the highest
Sure.
of grades. It's just
Yeah.
Sure.
there's not a. I think if it kept continuing, like, yeah, you could put it in goats,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like,
Yeah, we didn't have enough of it.
yeah, we didn't have enough of it. Rocket Ball is good if you didn't grow up with the original. That's fair.
Yeah.
I grew
Fair.
up with the original.
Totally valid.
Rocket Ball is the best event on the revival.
All right.
But yeah, it's GOAT for the chat. Next is Skytrack US. Meh.
I think it's okay.
Nah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's an interesting concept of like can you do this upside down? You know?
Yeah.
The US reboot one sucks. It sucks
Yeah, it's
real
the,
bad.
It's
Yeah.
the worst because you're not allowed to use your feet.
Yeah.
yeah.
At least with the UK one, you could.
And what the
Yeah.
hell are they dragging on the US revival? Like that
A
weight
sled?
thing.
Stone of Triumph.
A whole ass sled with
It feels like
the
they put
ripcords on
ballast
it.
on them.
Like
Yeah.
Skytrack, I know was like towards like closer towards the end of the original run, and if anything, it's a unique event.
Yeah.
And it's competitor. It's one of the few things where it's two competitors genuinely competing against each other, and not like and only having like
Yeah.
the gladiators. The only thing the gladiators doing is trying to beat them. It's a
Yeah.
fine race.
As a spoiler.
It's basically
Yeah.
it's basically the wall horizontally. Like,
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
fine with it.
Yeah.
I've got this as okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
agree.
I think it's right in the middle of okay. Chat says
Yeah.
bad. Chat thinks
Interesting.
this is bad. All right, Skytrack UK. I'm kind of the same thing here. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like
Skytrack, as long as we're talking about the UK version of it and not the revival one that we brought over of
Oh
the
God,
Skytrack
no! Please,
UK
God,
rules.
no.
The only thing that was cool is that visual of them falling
Yeah,
off the
falling.
track, where they would put it in slow motion. The guy crawling, and all of a sudden they're not
Oh my
on the
God.
fucking track, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was the only part of that was cool.
But Skytrack looks like a slot car track upside down, and that
Yes.
looks
Yes.
cool
Yeah.
enough for me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty cool. Chat's okay between okay and bad on this.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I think the contender versus gladiator thing's a little bit better here than it is two contenders versus one gladiator, and you're like the thing with Skytrack US is somebody's going to get points unless they don't finish.
Yes.
But like Skytrack UK is you've just got to do one lap around, and it's all upper body. Like it's.
Yeah.
But like the way that they have it is so cool, and I just think the name of it is probably one of my favorites of any of the games.
And the fact that if they catch you, your thing explodes.
yeah,
That's fun.
we didn't get nearly enough pyro in American Gladiators.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's a damn
not
shame.
at all.
Chat's sticking with okay on this. I think we all agree there. The next
Yep.
is Pyramid.
Oh, come on.
Go.
Great.
Great to goat
It's-
for me.
It's great
Yeah.
to goat for me.
It's a goat. That thing was fun as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fun as hell.
Did anyone even ever win?
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
the
people
revival?
went
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, it wasn't often.
happened.
But yeah.
I'm fine.
It
with
wasn't often.
On the revival though.
I don't
That's a
care.
good question.
So,
I don't care. I can go look it
No.
up if you really want me to, but I don't.
Absolutely, put it in go. But it's like
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone win Pyramid on the revival because it was just so damn difficult. But definitely go.
Oh yeah,
it was absolutely an event when it came up. I was like, oh hell yes.
like someone's
you
gonna
know
get
it-
tackled
you know
and
it's-
go down several
Mhm.
stories.
It-
like,
yeah.
It was gonna be a banger, whatever it was. You know, even if nobody ended up scoring, it was gonna be a
Yep.
banger.
yeah, like, and it's fun when you fail on that because we.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. It's the It's kind of like the Wall meets Powerball kind of deal. Like I really enjoy it. It's fun. I wish they would also have to get 6 subjects at the same time, but I'm also might be shoehorning jokes in here to kill the timer as there's like 9 seconds left. But yeah, Pyramid's fine. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it needed?
That's-
It needed a pool.
Chat's got it in great.
Fucking hate you. Chat says greats on that. Next is Pursuit UK. Ah,
Just do the
God.
eliminator.
Just do the fucking eliminator.
Just
like,
do the eliminator.
We have the eliminator at home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the eliminator at home.
it's not bad, but
It's not bad. I think
fine.
it's as high
It's
as
just-
okay is what I will
Yeah.
allow this.
it's there, and there's a better eliminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to just scroll this out because things are about to get wider. Okay. But yeah, it's bad. It's not piss break, but it's
It's bad.
There.
It might be okay, but yeah,
it's eliminator, but
Yeah.
If only that were the theme song
Eh?
played in the arena.
I mean, we can go back and watch it again and put the thing over.
Eh?
but yeah,
It's
it's
Yeah.
I'm guessing they were just trying to utilize the space of the arena, but like I don't know, like
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's very mid.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip past this because I don't think there's really much more to talk about it.
Yeah.
Chat has this in okay.
Yeah.
Next
It's
is
just kinda
Powerball. I'm just
It's
gonna
not
go
what I
ahead and
thought.
do that.
Yep.
And
Yeah, libertarian football, baby. Woo!
We're moving on.
Moving
I
on.
mean, we'll let people
Although
vote,
I do
but-
have an argument about Powerball.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
It needed a pool.
I did kind of find the one season that they
No. Kyle. How would a pool benefit Powerball? Go ahead. You have the floor.
Your name is
Polo.
famous, and you get a gravity suit.
Okay, he's got nothing. Great.
the one season of the old American that they brought back, like the original setup of Powerball with the central and the 5 on the outside for
Yeah.
Super Powerball, that was kind of a cool like twist
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Let's do it a little different. You know,
And even
Super Powerball.
the very, very original version of Powerball and like the tiny arena was cool. Like it
Yeah.
was just like a half circle,
Yeah.
and it was
like
one on one.
Western.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's what they called it Super Powerball when they brought it back
Yeah.
for a little while. Yeah.
But like,
It's
yeah,
one of those
like
games you think
I-
Gladiators.
I said this when we were watching it. It's like grab the trash cans and every
Yep.
every kid in the neighborhood would grab as many fucking sports balls as they can, and we
Yep.
would just go fucking play Powerball for 2
Hell
hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Chat says 100% goats.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, everybody agrees. Like it's
No
the iconic
argument.
game. Poleaxe UK. I think this game's neat.
It's neat.
So,
It's not very long. It doesn't keep my
No.
attention, but like in the
and
same thing,
most of the
it does-
contenders lose.
it doesn't overstay its welcome because of
Right.
that. You
So,
know,
I
The thing is, all it is the spectacle of someone falling, which we didn't see in that video because it was one of the later
Yeah.
seasons.
where
But
they made it
yeah,
safer. Yeah,
the original, they just straight dropped 40 feet to the crash mat.
Oh, that's
Their
dangerous.
entire gimmick. Yeah.
yeah.
So with that in mind, I would probably put it in the okay spot.
I think it's
Probably
okay.
All right, guys, hear me out.
Eh.
If we put it over a pool and just let them drop.
Okay, next tier list.
It's
It's going to be what if we put these gladiator events over a pool? For fuck's sake.
S tier, everyone. The most boring tier list episode ever. Everything's an S.
Chat agrees. They say, okay, we're going to move on. And the next is Pendulum.
I feel like I need to see more of this before I make
This
a
looks
judgment.
so
but-
dumb.
Pendulum was surprisingly entertaining for
I
It's
me.
entertaining from what I saw.
Spectacle wise, it looks amazing.
yeah. This is
I
a
would say-
genuine goat for me.
If you look
Yeah.
past the fact that it looks like you're just dangling from a testicle the entire time, it looks amazing.
For that statement alone, I would put it in okay.
I'm fine with it being in great. I think it's a neat concept.
I think it's
Yeah.
great. I would put it in great.
The sad thing is that they had to change the rules a couple times, didn't they? It was like first it's avoid the
Yeah.
gladiator, second time it's like go to like
Hit the
these little hexagonal parts on the ball, and just like okay, cool.
It was just kind of the natural evolution of the game once people figured out the best strategy.
Yeah. I thought it was a neat concept also that it swings to O Fortuna.
Yeah.
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 I'm 100% down with that. Chat has
Yeah.
it in okay. One person has it as a piss break. So
Really?
Damn.
Wow.
just really hating on it there. But yeah, everything S except Skytrack is how the hell would they fall into the pool? Down. They would
Did you
fall
not
down.
see U.S. Revival Skytrack?
I mean, did you not see U.S. We should pull that
They
up.
got
Watch.
super close to a pool.
All right.
Sigma
We're gonna
hates
move on to the maze.
Ooh.
Like a high okay?
It's,
I think it's okay too.
it's
Yeah.
bad for me. Just-
I'm with Kurt. I think it's bad.
It's-
I'd say it's
there-
bad. It's not a piss break, but for
there-
me,
it's
it
not a
was
piss
Right.
break,
cool
but
to
it's
watch.
Again, this is to me. This is like one of those ones. Good concept. It's missing something.
Yeah,
There's
other
something
than
missing
just
here.
gladiators.
it didn't feel like there's any way for the contenders to know which way they should go. So, like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Yeah.
Did you luck into a certain path that you had to go?
There's only one correct path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was only
Which
one
is
route
dumb.
out.
Like, give them multiple correct paths, and then like
Right.
just have gladiators in key areas. Like, let the gladiators strategize
Yeah.
where they want to be. Like,
I think the annoying
it's
thing
bad
for
for
me
me.
about Maze was that you had to be off the platform in order to score points. If it's not like you break this plane of the final wall of the maze and you get
I
points.
agree with
Nuh-uh,
you.
you have to get off the thing.
It feels like it should be.
That's
if you're out,
dumb.
If you're out of the wall, you're out.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Break the plane in order to score.
but yeah, it needs to be. To me, it's just kind of a wet fart for me.
Yep.
We're gonna move on.
Chad
Chat
has to be
agrees.
bad.
It's bad or piss break. Joust US, Duel UK. This has to go in GOAT.
Go.
It
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah.
No
If
question.
Go.
It's right below Powerball. Like, it's
Yep.
iconic.
Yep.
Like, you couldn't do it with like the Pugil
How-
sticks, but like you grab some pool noodles and a
how
buddy, you play Joust in the pool.
Yeah.
How many times have
yes,
I
it
gone to
needed a
play-
pool. Fuck you, Kyle.
How many times have I
didn't say
gone to one of
anything.
those like inflatable parks and they have a joust sitting there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because yes, I want to play joust. Let me do this.
Like, it's fun. And like, yeah, obviously the gladiators are overpowered, but like when you see a contender win, it's genuinely exciting.
Absolutely.
I think as far as the gladiators go, I think they're the most competitive in this event. Like, it's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This or Powerball, yeah.
yeah, like it's just absolutely iconic, and Chat agrees. Chat 100%
There's,
agrees.
there's so
Yeah.
much pride on the line in a game of Duel in this.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
That
And
it gives your gladiators a moment to shine individually. Like, we'll talk about Tower because Tower is just like
Yeah.
I think it was like one of the winningest.
Yeah.
Tower in that one. I would say Titan in the 08 revival.
Oh, yeah.
Finished
Yeah.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Plus, there was that terrible promotion for the Incredible Hulk where they painted him and
They
green
painted
body
him
paint.
green.
And then in Gauntlet they had the Hulk hands.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
All right.
dumb.
All right.
When
Now
you've got a
where's this
contender who can
motherfucker?
Joust
stand up
UK.
there and stick to them, though.
Joust UK.
Just you can't.
This okay.
Well-
It's fine.
It happened.
It
I
happened.
I get the point of like let's spin around, see if you can go from your backhand. That's fine.
See, I felt like the spin
there-
around messed things up a bit because it was set at 2 time frames in your 30
Yeah,
seconds.
it was.
Yeah.
Number one.
I get the point of
And
like
choose the clock where you're doing nothing.
it chewed the
Yeah.
clock. You need to be
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that, you needed to have a little bit more time on the clock. But yeah,
Right.
it's there.
I would go bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's okay for me.
I would go
I'm
bad.
at
I
okay.
would put it as okay.
Low okay.
I'm at okay.
Low okay.
okay.
I mean, if this thing, were suspended over a pool, to me, that would put it in the great category.
God damn it.
It did
It's like,
lead to...
who doesn't want to see,
Anyways,
Thanks.
So,
human cannibal. I like. Okay, from a visual perspective, this game's fun, but it's basically free points for the contender.
And
It's just so dangerous.
the rules are not clearly defined. It is so slow because you get 3 chances at this.
they
it takes forever.
reduced it to 2 after the first season or
It
second
still
season.
takes forever.
It still takes forever.
Feels
It's
like
not really entertaining, honestly, to me.
So to me,
No.
it's break.
It's a
Piss
piss
break.
break for me.
It's a total piss break.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in
High bad.
High bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not piss break for me, but like from an
It's piss break.
it's purely from an entertainment standpoint. Like yeah, but you can see why they got rid of it real quick because it injured a lot of people.
It did.
Chad agrees. Bad. Finally, our last one is they're not letting me skip this, so we're gonna have to wait. But our last one will be hit and run.
So yeah, fuck Human Cannonball.
Yeah, fuck Human Cannonball. It's terrible.
This is safer. Throw the demolition balls at them. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That
And
I-
have
definitely
land
okay.
on the cushions.
You have an opportunity to score, but you still can fail. I think this is a better version of Sideswipe.
yes.
If I'll be real
Definitely.
with you.
Which is sad because Sideswipe on the U.S. revival came after Hit and Run, and it's like
Yeah.
you had a better version of this. I get that you wanted to get the Gladiators involved, but
And Kyle will love it because it's over a pool.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
it would have been better without a pool. No,
Let's do a game that somewhat resembles something from MXC.
this is
yeah.
this is low grade to me.
Hit and run low grade?
It's high okay or low grade. To me.
I would be fine with low grade just because it's one of the few positives of the revival. But yeah, Gladiators absolutely hated it. Yeah, because they couldn't get physical. But chat says this is a great. They have it in great, 2 okay.
I think the Gladiators absolutely hated it. It was about Human Cannonball.
Yeah. the Human Cannibal.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
All you have is that fucking.
Hey,
foam
this
ass
guy's gonna
shield.
come down and kick you in the fucking face. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Which did happen, yeah.
But that's our list. I think this is a great list. We'll do a final check here. We'll start with Piss Break. Do we want to move anything from Piss Break?
No.
No. If I will make one move, and I'm gonna put Earthquake. No, Earthquake's not the worst. I think Sumo Ball's the worst. Earthquake is the least bad of Piss Break, so I will put it over there.
yeah.
Let's see here. Bad Tug of War. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Pursuit. I don't.
I don't think it's necessarily bad.
You could bump it up some spots at least. Not make it a very low okay.
Mm.
But
I think I'll put it at top of bad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was just Baby Eliminator, but it could be worth a watch.
Snapback 08.
It's a nothing burger. It's
yeah.
action for 5 seconds, and then let's watch them stand there.
This is something you could have watched on NBC.com. Oh yeah, by the way, Gladiators reboot. They didn't show all the fucking events. It's fucking stupid
because they ran out of time talking.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan talk.
And
brother. Sideswipe's fine. Vertigo's fine. Maze is fine. Suspension Bridge is fine.
But if Maze had a pool, I'll see myself.
Kyle, you may start getting calls about animal cruelty because you're beating a dead horse at this point. Maze, suspension bridge,
I'd throw a human cannonball further down the list.
Yeah. I'll put it here.
Yeah, it's better than Snapback.
So maybe get Nilla and Choco get out. Evil is Back had 8 piss breaks. Jesus. Okay, we have Joust UK, which is the bottom of okay. OG Snapback, Dogfight. I'm gonna move Dogfight up.
Dogfight could go up.
Dogfight's neat. Skytrack US, Poleaxe UK, Skytrack UK, Swing Shot, Hang Tough, Dogfight UK. Yeah, I'm fine at this. Like,
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Greats Hit and Run makes it in there. Pendulum UK.
Barely.
I don't know about just barely. I think the fact that you have like a big netted ball that you have to climb over an arena, it's neat because you have to be both horizontal and vertical, and it's
Call me nuts.
And again, we didn't see it in the videos, but when it gets to like the last 20 seconds and they're hanging on the bottom of it for dear life, and then it just yeets them off.
Yeah. I was gonna say just my opinion here. I would say between like Pendulum, Gauntlet, Whiplash, all shift over to the right one and put the wall left by the.
I really want to, but for me, like the wall does feel as great, but it's iconic, but not goat. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those events you're always going to see, and I think that's why
I feel like this is the right order.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rocketball is. Oh,
if
man,
there
if
were
we got
more seasons of more seasons of Rocketball, it would be up.
It would probably go up.
And
what did I miss?
The whole thing.
Everything.
Damn. That's a shame.
Just
do a quick little glance here.
Lee, go back in the pool.
Right. Yes. Yeah. No notes. No notes.
Okay.
Pretty close to what I would do.
Pyramid is lowest on goats, but I mean, it's it's fun. Breakthrough and Conquer for more of its being iconic than anything. Atmosphere. Same deal.
It's just a no-brainer. Yeah, Assault. That's a good one too.
Assault, Danger Zone. Like, that's like we're getting into like, especially like, Pyramid would be hard to do, but like you get to Breakthrough and Conquer and everything. These are things that you would want to or could do as a kid, and absolutely would. Like Atmosphere, if I had access to fucking. Four giant hamster wheel balls,
or just Zorbs. Give me some big ass Zorbs.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Assault, give me my Nerf guns on a playground, and we'll have a good time. Joust, give me some fun noodles, and then Powerball. It's Powerball is Powerball. I think is easily the best event, but that's our list. Here's what Chad had. Chat had 4 piss breaks. They had Tightrope, Sumo Ball, Catapult, and Snapback 08.
So Earthquake escaped.
Earthquake is, their bads are Human Cannonball, Maze.
I'm pointing out difference. So Earthquake escaped piss break, and Snapback 08 dropped into it.
I can see that.
Bad, we had Human Cannonball, Maze, Skytrack US, Earthquake, Joust UK, and Vertigo. So there's some disagreement.
Skytrack US, come
Skytrack
on.
US dropped. Tug of War escapes bad. Sideswipe. Where is Sideswipe? Sideswipe escapes bad. Vertigo, Maze, Suspension Bridge, Escaped.
Pursuit escaped.
Pursuit Escaped,
There's a
So,
lot in OK.
most of theirs are in OK.
So chat's OKs are Hang Tough, Whiplash, which we had as a great. Poleaxe, Sideswipe, Skytrack UK, Suspension Bridge UK, Swing Shot, which we had as OK. Tug of War, Dogfight, Pendulum, which we had as a great. Pursuit, which we had as bad, and Snapback OG, which we had as okay. We did have that as okay.
Yeah.
Only 4 greats. Gauntlet, Wall, Hit and Run, Pyramid. So
Wow.
So,
Really?
Pyramid, not a goat for them.
Wow.
And
Yeah, they probably
Pendulum.
fell too many times.
Pendulum, not a great either. And then goats, there are 6 goats on both sides. They have Atmosphere, Joust US, Powerball, Assault, Breakthrough, and Conquer. They have Rocket Ball and Goat, which we have Rocket Ball at the top of great. Like,
I think that's
made.
The argument could be made because it's such a looks like a fucking blast.
I think it's like you mentioned. I think the only speed bump is lack of longevity.
Yeah.
It took everything though. It took what was wrong with Swing Shot and fixed it.
And just said, hold my beer.
And how often do you see that where it's like, hey, we have a broken game here, and here's a new version of it that fixed it.
Yeah.
You know,
like, I mean, they tried to do the same thing.
Snapback
with
OG Earthquake and Snapback. Not a better game. Sorry.
Nope.
But that's all we got for you for this tier list. If you're watching this live, Gladiators UK starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
In like literally 12 hours from now. Yeah. If you're watching this on the VOD, Gladiators UK is back, and if you have a streaming service to watch it, you should freaking watch it, because I'm sure it's going to be good. Is
it on ITV or BBC? I forget.
BBC.
Yeah, BBC.
So yeah, be sure to join that. But that's all we have for you here on this video. For I don't know why I said video so strongly, like Jesus. But
it's an audio podcast. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's an audio podcast. Our vodcast of this. Let us know if you want what you want us to tier list next. We'd love to hear suggestions from you. This is one we were really excited to do. A lot of us, like, the Gladiators is such an iconic show for like all of us. Like whether you're we have like people like Solar Espion who grew up on the Revival, and then a bunch of us who grew up on OG. It's just great. NES games, that's a lot of NES games. Like,
yeah, we'd be here all day, every day.
We'd be here all
Like,
night.
we'd probably say, like, what, maybe take 25 games and go for it?
I mean, if you, even then you'd have to do it, like, you'd have to, like, limit it to, like, Nintendo first-party titles. And then
if there weren't 120 of them, I would say a tier list of the blueprints from Minute to Win It. No. I'll tell you, if you can find something like between like 25 and 40, that's pretty optimal. Video game franchises, there's just so many.
There's so many video game franchises and so many opinions.
Yeah.
I got a good one.
Yeah.
I got a good one. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
No. I stopped being ready now. Not
Double
ready
Dare
anymore.
obstacle course obstacles.
Ooh. Done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Price
We'll
is right
talk.
pricing games.
Price is right.
Price is
God.
Right pricing
Price is right
games.
pricing games.
Like
We would be here
100%.
forever.
Yeah.
You know what?
We
I'll
would
say this
piss
much.
off
Professor
the
Price,
internet
S tier.
would
Let's
implode.
go.
You know what? I'll say this much. To tweak that a little bit, take it to Price is Right car pricing games. There's certain ones that it's specifically for cars.
see that.
We'll definitely have a talk about that. But you in the chat, you in the YouTube comments, let us know. what you would love to see us do a tier list of next, because this is our second one, and it's rare that a project goes past the second thing for us.
This is where we all die and tuck our tails in shame.
But yeah, this was a ton of fun, and we're looking forward to the next one. Be sure to do all the things they tell you at the end of these fucking videos: buttons to push, people to follow,
Bells to ring.
bells to ring. I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, we will see you very, very soon for our next one of these. But until then, that's the end of this video.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.